Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. This is not clickbait, and I'm not shilling Quant, but I wasn't kidding when I said if you own Quant, you want to watch this video. And if you don't own Quant, you want to watch this video at least twice. Now, this is not financial advice. I have been stacking my Quant bags, but I want to share some really bullish information and news that's going to give you a really good understanding of just how powerful Quant is right now. And it's going to give you a big picture view of what Gilbert Verdian, who is the founder, has in mind for Quant. And if he has his way, he's going to make Quant the interoperability global standard that everything from Web 2 to Web 3, the metaverse, DeFi, payments, you name it, everything is going to go through Quant. And he is doing a really good job to make that happen. Now let's get into it. If you're not familiar with Quant, please go to Quant.Network, surf around, look at some of the case studies, look at the team, look at their roadmap. It's all very impressive. Now, before we dive into the AI and a lot of the other information I want to share, I want to let you know if you stay at the end, we're going to go through the chart and I'm going to leave you with a clip from Gilbert Verdian, and I don't want you to ever forget the words that he speaks at the end of this video. It's going to give you the conviction to stay with Quant during the good, the bad, and the ugly, no matter what happens in the future. It's going to give you that conviction you need. Let's get into it. Now, we all know that, for instance, AI is a massive sector, and we're probably familiar with the odds are some way, shape, or form, Quant will be used for some of the interoperability. But I didn't understand how important of a role it's going to be. Yes, it's not a AI crypto to buy, but guys, it might as well be. Listen to this.
All the chains is about is how do we interconnect using a secure channel to the disparate data sources to allow AI and big data to flourish. And we're quite excited with what we're.
Now, I don't know if you heard what he said, but I just did a video where I put the graph in one of my top AI cryptos to buy. And even though the graph isn't a direct AI protocol, just like Quant isn't, I said in the graph video that the reason graph is so important to AI is because it's the data. Guys, AI doesn't work without data. And imagine, we're pretty much using AI from Web 2. Imagine when everything goes onto the blockchain and the whole world is tied together. Drones, red lights, satellites, Web3, the metaverse, DeFi, everything is going to be tied together. Well, that's going to create an immense amount of data. That's where the graph comes in. And if you're not familiar with the graph, I'll leave a link down below. It's a great video. But here's the important thing of what he just said. We know how powerful AI is and how fast it's going to change the world. It's already doing so. They're going to need that data from, for instance, the graph. Well, that's where Quant sits in the middle, and I wasn't aware of that. But guys, that is immensely powerful. I mean, just think about that section alone. You know, that is going to be a massive amount of enterprise banking. The whole world's going to need that information. I'm telling you guys, I can't be more bullish on Quant. Now, if that wasn't enough, check this out. This gets me even more bullish.
Scale that up to a city. So imagine you're in a city and you're in a car, and that car knows that it's you. It tells the next car that I'm carrying this passenger, I need to go because there's an emergency, and every car gets out of the way. So
I don't know if you heard what he said, but imagine being in a big city and your wife's pregnant or there's an ambulance behind you, whatever, the cars are going to be able to talk to each other and tell each other to get out of the way. Well, I knew all that was coming, and I looked at IOTA, which I'm very bullish on as well, because IOTA is definitely going to link the hardware with the software, everything. It's going to tie all the computers with the satellites, all the hardware. IOTA is a big player. Well, guys, Quant's doing the exact same thing. I'm even more bullish. I can't be more bullish. HBAR does the same thing as well. Now, I'm guessing if you own Quant or you're watching this, you're very familiar with the ISO20022 compliant tokens. And we know that they're all going to get their share. And Quant is always involved. Now, here, this proves the point. This is the banking system that are being changed around the world that Quant is working with. SWIFT, the European Commission, the Japanese government, the Bank of Indonesia, the EBA clearinghouse. Guys, they're involved in everything, which we normally knew that. But I want you to really take a look and understand it. Here's another graph that just came out, and it shows the partnerships and the relationships with Quant. It's every single sector. It's enterprise, whether it's like R3 or Oracle or Ripple. It is the academic research and libraries and forums around the world. This one right here really gets me excited. IBM, Accenture, KPMG, all those powerhouse corporations, guys, are pushing Quant's technology out to their customers. That's what it says right here. That's what you want to do, guys. That's, for instance, why Ethereum is so powerful, because Wall Street and the corporations around the world got together and they created the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. So it's not just the foundation and the founders and the team and the developers, it's major corporations pushing certain projects, and they're pushing Quant. That is absolutely massive. But as you can see, they have partnerships pretty much with everyone across the globe as far as this sector, for sure. Whether it's JP Morgan or Samsung, guys, I can't be more bullish. Now bear with me, it gets better, because we know the next really hot sector is tokenization of assets. Well, look at this Quant post that just came out. It says, and it's from the Quant Network, you can tokenize anything with Quant's help. Now, if that wasn't enough, as I started Googling and going down that rabbit hole about other things like tokenization, this popped up. And it's from the Australian government. It says the organization tasked with digitizing Australia's public sector has joined forces with a major blockchain developer to build the world's first blockchain operating system for government and critical national industries. Guys, that's what they're talking about. The Quant partnership. Yes, it just grows and grows. I'm telling you, I can't be more bullish. Now, stay with me. We're almost at the end. We're going to look at the chart, and I really want you to hear what Gilbert has to say at the end. Now, I've been stacking Quant under 100, and I stacked it way down in here. And I didn't sell when it got to here. I should have. I actually told people to sell it, and that I thought it would pull back. It has, and now it's on its third rally in a short period of time, less than a year. But here's my thoughts. Right now, we're in a kind of uncertain time. I personally don't think the bottom is in. I think this is a bear rally, but that doesn't mean that Bitcoin can't easily rally to 30,000, maybe even 45,000, somewhere up in that range. Now, I'm not going to chase any of this stuff. I'll start doing some trading, some swing trading, but I'm not going to chase it, and I'm not going to stack any more of my long-term bags. I already did that. But I'm thinking something's going to break between now and say when Biden gets out of office. I could be wrong, but guys, I don't think that we're going to get through this damage that we've done around the world since COVID, and we're going to have a soft landing. I just don't see that happening. We're going to wake up one day, whether it be tomorrow morning, 3 months, 6 months, next year, I don't know, something's going to break. And then I think that will be the bottom of the bear market that we're in right now. But don't let me talk you out. If you want to stack your bags long term for Quant right now, dollar cost average in, 2-3 years from now, or even the next bull run, you're going to be happy you did. Now, for me, I'm not going to look to stack more of my long-term bag until it gets down around 100. I don't know when that will be. But I want to make this very clear. A lot of people sees that. Let's just say you're stacking around 100. It's been to 426. Well, that's only 4 or 5x to take out its old high. I know that doesn't get a lot of people excited, but here are my thoughts. Again, not financial advice. I think in the next bull run that Quant can double or triple its old high. That's just me. I think it's going to do kind of how Ethereum has done in the past. Now, another thing, for whatever this is worth, yes, Quant is not going to set records, and it's not going to be life changing if you've got a small bag to stack, right? It's not that kind of play. But here's my thoughts of where it is and why I love Quant so much, and I think everyone should take a hard look at it, and it probably should be in everyone's portfolio. Again, not financial advice. But here's the thing, guys. When you talk about the security, the safest investments, they're not the best rewards, but they are the best risk reward for real money. Now, no matter what, from Bitcoin all the way down, crypto is risky, as we've seen last year. But here's the thing, guys. I personally believe when it comes to risk reward, you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then Quant is in that number 3 spot. I really do. Now, again, it's not going to change your life if you put $500 into it. But, for people that are building a real portfolio with massive amounts of money, when you have $1 million you want to invest in a crypto portfolio, you're not going to put it in all the risky plays. You're going to build it with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Quant, maybe throw 1 or 2 other projects out there at a small percent to get that extra pump. But the number one key for your real money, in my opinion, should be not to lose money. Again, it's risky, but that is why Quant is such a powerful blockchain to own, because the risk reward is really, really good. Now, I'm going to leave you with this. And guys, I don't want you to ever forget it. This is Gilbert, and he's the founder. Guys, he's a world beater. He's a part of the who's who of crypto. He basically consults with the governments around the world. He consulted with the Fed on the digital dollar. I'm sure he's probably been to the White House and will go there again. But listen to this, and this should give you that conviction.
Yeah, it's more than decentralized. It's multi-chain. So it doesn't just sit across all the nodes in Ethereum or all the nodes in Neo or Hyperledger or whatever. It sits across all the nodes on all the blockchains. Why not benefit from?
Think about that, guys. Quant sits on all the nodes on all the blockchains. That's enough for me, guys. Again, not financial advice. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Let me know your thoughts about Quant in the comment section. Are you stacking Quant or what? Anyway, come back, be part of this community, and oh yeah, hit that like button. Take care, guys.